Hello, evilslothman here, back for another vid. Hello! Yes, we're here for a pickups vid today. There will be gaming vids next few days, because I've got a few games here I want to kind of show off and see what way I like and everything. But, how we're going to do it, I've went down to town today, went and picked up a fair lot, and there's a few little other things from the other that I got through from Ian Wilson that I'm going to show off as well. I know it says Tacit did his vid about a week ago, and I should have probably done it then, but yeah, it is what it is. Right, don't know whether to start with all this first. Yeah, we'll do that. So, the first things are, I went to Cash Converters and picked up a few Master System games. So here's the first one. This is Super Monaco Grand Prix. And this has game and box, but no manual. But I'm just really using it at the moment just to see what games in the Master System I like. So at the moment that's not such a bad thing. Super Mario Grand Prix I seem to remember more from the Mega Drive, and it reminds me, looking at the back, actually reminds me of Ferrari Grand Prix Challenge on the Game Boy, which I really liked, so I hope I have a fair bit of fun with that. They're all fairly similar in style and idea. Next one is Transbot, and it looks like a shooter, and it looks like you can morph into a robot on a ship. So a bit kind of transformery in that kind of sense. I don't know, I haven't actually played any of these games. I literally pitched these ones up today. Looks alright. I don't know. If anyone's got any information on it, then please leave it in the comments and that, and we'll see what we like. Next one is Aztec Adventure. Now this one looked quite interesting. It's like top down. Well, it's not really top down, but it's not really isometric either. See what you think. I don't know. It's, again, all of these seem to just have the game in the box rather than the manuals. They're all £2.99, but it looks quite interesting. The next one is Ghost House. And this looks quite interesting. It's like a platform but get through the stage kind of game. Like you have like different levels, and then the whole idea is just to get through to the end. But we'll see how it's like. I don't really know, but that's the way it's looking. It looks like one of these. It looks kind of like that's the ilk of it. And the last one is World Cup Italia 90, which the back of really reminds me of Kickoff. I don't know, I seem to remember the Mega Drive one being a little bit different. It was like head on, like you were looking, and so that was the way you were kicking off the players and everything, and that was the way I seem to remember the Mega Drive version. But this reminds me so much more of Kickoff, or Super Kickoff, and Sensible World of Soccer and stuff like that. So that's all 5 of them, and they were £2.99 each. So 2, 5, 2, 6, 9, 12. About £15 for the lot, which isn't so bad. But alright, next one we'll go. Well, they're about the same. These are the 2 I got off of Ian Wilson. I got them the other week, and they came through in a really, really good condition box. That's one thing I'll say really good about Ian Wilson. SNEStastic showed it off. He has this really good padding that he's put on the whole outside the box, so there is no breakages or anything, and it just came through in such good condition. So if you ever see Ian Wilson put up another trades video or something, you're gonna get it. It's gonna be in amazing quality. And that's what I say. Thank you very much, Ian, because it came through very, very quickly, and I really should have emailed you again to say that they come through. The first one, they're both Japanese PlayStation games, and this is the first one. This is Rockman Battle and Chase, and it's a little bit sun faded on the front, shown off if you take out and look at the manual, because it's exactly the same image. And let's see, I'll show you that one, and then it's a fair bit sun faded, but interesting games. I've had a look at videos and that before playing, for getting them and everything, and it does look pretty good. Very kart racing kind of thing with Mega Man characters or Rockman characters, as it It's going to be in Japan. And the second one, I forget what it's Motor Toon Grand Prix 2. Now, I know these both, I think, came out in the UK, but the prices that Ian was offering were fairly decent. The only thing with the Motor Toon Grand Prix is 2 discs. And both of them had the way they're holding all the little prongs and everything in the middle there, they're all snapped off, and the second one still is, but it has the manual on top of it, so it's not going to fold over. The first one I replaced with my PS2 disc for Final Fantasy X. It was like a Final Fantasy X demo. It came with Final Fantasy VI on the PS1, and I replaced it with that because I lent that to a friend when he got his PS2 and I hadn't, and he never gave me it back. I don't have my own copy of Final Fantasy X now. I don't really care either. For completionist value, maybe, but yeah. This was actually a good kart racer as well. It's designed by the guy that went on to design Gran Turismo as well, and interesting. So the only problem is I don't actually have a Japanese PS1. It's something I will be getting, or the way that who is that I was watching? It was a COD 2 fan. He got like a Japanese. It was an Asian PS2, and he could play his PS1 and PS2 games. I'm somewhat considering that because that would be like a brand new system, and so there'd be nothing wrong with it. You wouldn't have the thing of wanting to have like the box having a bit of dents and no instructions, or well, it's going to be in Japanese anyway. It wouldn't matter. But the fact that I have a British plug and it would play Japanese games is quite appealing. But we'll have a wait about. We'll have a look. Next one, I found cash converters as well with the Master System games, and this is International Superstar Soccer 98 on the N64, complete in box, and even has its wee willy winky. It's like a clear plasticky one, but it's there. Now, I've never been the biggest fan of football games, I'll be honest. There's one or two I did really like Kickoff when I was on the Mega Drive, and I had Sensible Soccer on the Amiga. I also had World Cup 98 on the PC. My dad bought me it around that time. It was when Scotland was still in the World Cup and playing games there, and that's been... Yeah, they haven't got into a tournament since World Cup 98, but never mind. It was a really... ISS, well, it was what is to become Pro Evo, and so this is when Pro Evo was actually a lot better than FIFA, the abysmal FIFA 64, which if you've never heard anything, it is awful. So I thought I'd pick it up. It was also because it was in box in such good condition. There was a copy of Formula 1 Grand Prix. I know I have it, but it was in a black box, and I'm trying to phase all my Platinum Edition copies out. I just really don't like the look of them. So there was a thought there, but the box was squashed to fuck. It was just like, nah, no having that. So, that'll be something. It might be a little bit nostalgic to go back and have a look at football games like that. It's like the ones I seem to remember, like World Cup, FIFA 96 and everything on the Mega Drive, where you could actually, if you scored a goal, you could go in the fans and do this whole press different buttons and get different cheers and everything. But I haven't bought one in a long time, like football game. Last one I bought was Pro Evo 1. So there we go, that was the last one I ever got. But I've got some Wii games here as well, so we'll get through to this, and these are the last things I picked up. So the first one, the first two came from cash converters, the other three came from game. So the first one is Manhunt 2. Now, of all the controversy that came out about this game and how they've had to edit it to hell just to get it through ratings and everything, it's still an 18. So I have the first one, and I did really like the first one. Well, I haven't really played it since I put my own copy up, but I was always over at my mate Wayne's house, and he would always be playing it and everything, and I really liked the sound and the graphics and the way everything worked and everything. So it'll be interesting just to try it, just to see what it's like. The next one is something just for weird completion value, because I know it's not actually meant to be that great, is Red Steel 1. Now, I picked up Red Steel 2 the other week with the with everything with it, with the Wii Motion Plus and everything. There we go. And I had a go at that, and I really quite liked it. But this is meant to be not as good. The sword isn't not going to be 1-to-1 like it is with the second one, and it's not going to be near as accurate. So it was a launch title, so there's a lot of stuff you can forgive now, and it was cheap. So we'll see how it goes. Have to take off the stickers off them. The cash converter stickers, the longer they stay on, the worse they are. The bugger to get off. So the ones in the Master System came off really easily. The N64 one was alright, and then one's utter bugger. Still got all the sticky residue all over it. Right, the next one is Ghost Squad on the Wii. Now this is a game that actually used to be, the arcade version of it was in the my union at Abertay Union. They used to have it up in the sports bar, and so me and my mates, when we got drunk, we'd go over there and have a lot of fun just like playing this game. So I thought it'd be really interesting to actually see how far you could get, because we're useless when you're drunk and everything. You won't get anywhere. So if you just actually see where the game goes in different levels and everything, and there's a load of extras and unlockables and everything. It's got some sort of Wi-Fi connection thing to it, so maybe there's like leaderboards, and I can't see it being online. So right. The next one is Battalion Wars 2. Now this, it was actually meant to be really good. It's like an offshoot of the Advance Wars series, and has basically you're taking command of like different military units, but it's in a third-person perspective rather than the top-down strategy games that the Advance Wars are. And it's meant to be not actually that bad. It's just that nobody bought it. It's like a big story for a lot of Wii games, especially ones that are not like Wii Sports and Wii Play and Mario Kart and Wii Fit and everything. A lot of these games are actually really good. It's just that nobody bought them. It was kind of like really disappointing with Dead Space Extraction, was the fact that nobody bought that game, and it is really, really good. It was how they released it as a add-on when they released Dead Space 2. They just made no money off that game. And the last one is actually another launch title for the Wii, and this is Excite Truck. And it was a game I always wanted to pick up, because it was one of the ones that was interesting when I was watching videos. When you're getting ready to see a new console, you go out and you just try and find everything on this new console and that, so you stop, like, it was why I was still going to sites like GameSpot and that, and they were doing like their console preview, and they would bring in all the games that they got for it and go through them and everything, and it made it look, I actually quite like the look of it. And I know there's another one, I think, I don't know if it came out here, but it came out in the States. I think it was something to do with I can't remember it now, but I'm sure there was a sequel to it, or something that was very much in the same vein as it, but it's gone anyway. But that was my pickups. It's not a bad pickups all told. There is another N64 game on the way, which probably, knowing my luck, will be here tomorrow. I won't do a video for one, that's just pointless. I may just say do a pickup and then do a gameplay footage of it. It's something that probably hasn't aged well, but we'll see. I'll want to do some gameplay bits. I actually want to do like a 2-player multiplayer thing with Ghost Squad, just to show it off. It was fun. It's very much like Time Crisis, and it'll be very much kind of that vein and fun and stuff like that. So, yeah, lots of pickups there. I really want to do gameplay vids. I've been saying this for weeks and weeks, and I started getting back into it when I did the Sonic video, but I don't really count it because it was more just an offshoot challenge. And even though I recorded loads of the bits that you didn't see, it was like what I recorded was the run, and basically there was about 45 minutes to an hour to 2 hours of footage of me trying to get that run. But need to get back into actually making some gameplay vids and diversify myself, because you don't want to be like a channel just pick up vids. May try something else. I'm going to do some thoughts and feelings after the E3 conferences, because there's going to be some great stuff there. And Nintendo's talking about new console. There's rumours that Xbox are at least probably going to show you some demo stuff. I doubt they'll show you the console, but I bet you they'll show you some graphics capabilities of what it's going to be actually able to do, because there's rumours that they've been sending off to developers. And Sony, I don't know what Sony's going to do. It needs something for that move, or otherwise it's just going to fade out. I can't see 3D really working, and Cyberlink can attest to that. It's just, I don't know. They've got to have something fairly big coming and to really push the sales, and I really don't know what it is yet. But alright. And the PSN network is back up because I went and checked it this morning. I know it went online last night, but I was working, so this is me checking it today, and it's definitely working and back up and everything. So, alright. This is evilslothman. I will see you soon. Out.